Welcome to the land of Dreamfruit. I'm Elizabeth Russell, and I'm excited to give you a look inside the pages of this very special planner in this video. As an almanac, Dreamfruit provides year-round information about the lunar cycles, and today I want to show you how the monthly sections are set up in the calendar. So here's a walkthrough to get you going. So there are 13 lunar cycles included in Dreamfruit, and they are listed here in the table of contents. And the way that each monthly section begins, I'm just going to take this one as an example. This is the witness moon. It is the 9th moon of this 2020, and here are the dates you'll see listed here. And each lunar cycle begins with a dream from the future. And these dreams are really the heart of Dreamfruit. If you read them even all in one sitting, if you were to sit down and read all 13 of these dreams from the future, you would see a through line that really helps bring a lot of the themes that we're dealing with in the year ahead into focus. And the other thing you'll see, and we'll talk about this in a different video, you'll see an ally and a little open space. And we'll go into that a little bit more later, but for now just know that this is an image of an ally, a friend, a support that brings really a quality of whimsy and also like imagination and an animistic sensibility. And I quite love these little friends. So this is how each lunar cycle begins, with a dream, with some orientation. I call it the witness moon. Again, that is based on the energy of this unique lunar cycle. And the dream really develops that as well, you'll see. Then we have a message from the weave, which brings a little bit more detail into focus and some prompts that are very particular to this lunar cycle in your creative nature section. And this is what I really wanted to talk about most today, and it's the calendar spread. Again, we're dealing with a lunar calendar, so the new moon is the top of the first column, and the full moon is the top of the third column. And each of these 4 columns is really a phase of the moon. So this first one is the beginning, and that's what you'll see in these shaded boxes down here. When you have your own copy, you'll be able to read it better, but you'll see that this first column is when we begin, and that is the beginning of the lunar cycle, new moon. And the second column is when we are really nourishing the energy that's begun, and we're feeding it as the moon grows. And then over here we see that we begin gathering, and that's the energy of the full moon, and starting to see the fruits of our labors and what's coming to fruition. And then as the moon wanes, we are releasing and dispersing what we've been working on this whole cycle. So those are just kind of the general structural pieces of each lunar calendar. You'll also see, what I tried to do was I tried to sort of downplay some of the technical astrology in the calendar, but I also wanted us to have the information that's valuable. So again, you'll see it more clearly on your own copy. It's kind of small for you to read on the camera, but here you'll see I just spelled it out. Mars goes retrograde, Jupiter goes direct, Mercury enters Libra. And so all of that basic astrological data is in here. The one thing that I did not do is create any kind of aspects. What I've done instead is given you, again, you probably can't make it out here, but there's a little key icon, and these will appear throughout the calendars for each month. And basically what these are hotspots. They're astrological points in time that are invitations for you to become your own laboratory and really feel into the energy of that. If you're super curious, or if you are an astrology type, you can pretty quickly discover through an actual aspectarian or ephemeris what I'm referring to with this icon. But even without that, the invitation is to just pay attention and take notes for yourself. Notice what you notice. The other icon that you'll see this is about as technical as you're going to get with astrology from me in the Dreamfruit Almanac, inside the moons here for the new and full moon, I've put the glyph for the sign. So here in this case with the witness moon, we're looking at new moon in Leo, and we're looking at a full moon in Pisces. So that's the lunar calendar. That's something you're going to see. And then just to continue the journey through each monthly section, this month the monthly section ends with these 2 pages, and these 2 pages are the same with each month. You have the altar of mystery, which is whatever you want it to be. It can be a place where you make your lists. It can be a place where you make a collage, record a reading or a dream, whatever sets you free and whatever helps you bring the energies of that theme just into focus for yourself can appear here at the altar of mystery. And then we close with the elements of belonging. And I'll go into this in more detail at a different time, but I wanted you to know that this is a beautiful way to wrap up each lunar cycle and then begin again. So we'll get back to some of this in a future video, but for now, you've been properly introduced, hopefully, to the monthly sections of Dreamfruit. So I hope you're starting to get a picture of what's going on inside the pages of Dreamfruit. In another video, I'm going to give you a guided tour through the calendar so you can get a better idea of how it all goes together. For now, if you want to get a copy of your own, you can do that at the website shown here, elizabethrussell.space. In the meantime, I just want to say thank you for stopping by. I look forward to seeing you again.